Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pampered Chef Live. We're so glad you're joining us here tonight, where we're going to show you some fabulous recipes that are great for a romantic date night in. With Valentine's Day being around the corner, put in the chat, what are your guys' plans for Valentine's Day? Hopefully you're going to skip the reservation, skip the lines, save some money, and make some amazing recipes that I'm going to show you tonight. So thanks again for joining. My name is Sandy. I lead the culinary team here and get to come up with these great recipes, share them all with you. And if you've joined us here before on Pampered Chef Live, you probably know Abby, our moderator. We have some very happy news to share that Abby has had a beautiful baby boy, and Abby and her husband. And Abby and her husband are, of course, spending time with their son this evening and for a while. And we're really grateful that we get to have Erin kind of sharing the spotlight here with us tonight. Erin, welcome.
Hi Sandy, hi everybody. It's so nice to be here. We are so happy for Abby and her family welcoming their new baby boy, and we're so excited to welcome Brady into our Pampered Chef family.
Absolutely.
And I'm extra excited tonight because that means I get to be here with all of you for the next few months, so I'm really excited about that. Let's get into some of my housekeeping before we get started. So if you're joining us on Facebook today, welcome. We're so happy you're here. Come and join us in the Zoom. If you join us in the Zoom, you're able to interact in the chat, ask us questions in the Q&A, and you'll be eligible for our giveaway tonight. Tonight we are giving away 3 brownie mixes to 3 lucky winners, so make sure you join us in the Zoom so you'll be eligible for that. We also have a handout for each event, so if you have not downloaded that yet, go and check out your email. We emailed it to you guys earlier this week, so go check that out, and we'll also drop it in the chat for you to grab too. And then also at the end of the show, we will have a Q&A, so all those burning questions that you have for Sandy, save them, we'll ask them later. And last but finally not least, I know that chat can get a little overwhelming sometimes, so if that's how you're feeling right now, you can go ahead and disable the chat by going over to it and then just turning off those chat notifications. All right, Sandy, over to you.
Thanks, Erin. Well, what do you guys say?
Let's get cooking.
All right, we are going to be making a chicken scampi this evening. You probably heard of shrimp scampi. Chicken scampi is just with chicken. Think butter, wine, garlic, all those delicious flavors that are perfect for a date night, right? You want to be like stinking like garlic while you're spending time with your sweetheart. But it's a special recipe that I think is great for a romantic night, but it still only takes about 30 minutes and is really easy to put together. So what we're going to start with is we have our chicken breasts. And as you can see, they're pretty big. I think lately when you go buy your chicken breasts, they are huge. And for chicken scampi, you want to have thin pieces of chicken. This is going to help you cook the chicken a lot more quicker and evenly, and it's going to help the chicken absorb all those amazing flavors of the sauce, like that yummy garlic. So we have our close and cut set. Put in the chat if you have this guy. It comes with this piece right here that is going to help you cut the chicken in half. Also really nice for cutting bagels in half. Grapes, cherry tomatoes, things without a pit that you need to go ahead and slice in half. And it also comes with this coated chef's knife, which just has this amazing little sheath here, ergonomic handle, and because it's coated, it's actually dishwasher safe. So this is just an amazing all-around knife to have in your kitchen for all your slicing, dicing, and chopping needs. Love this knife. So we're just gonna take this chicken. And what also is great about the close and cut is that you don't have to touch the chicken with your hands. Just put it on in there. And it's got this little springboard here, see? Which kind of holds your food. And when you're doing the smaller foods like grapes, cherry tomatoes, it fits about a cup of food, which is a lot. So you want to kind of get your knife in there. And there you go. It's perfectly cut in half. Look at that. So easy. I like to kind of get that thicker end towards the front so my knife, I know my knife is really getting into that thick part. See, I'm not touching anything, which we love. It's really hard to get those bigger pieces of chicken cooked evenly and quickly. It takes a really long time to cook them. So that's why this is amazing. Okay, and then we just have 3 tablespoons of flour and a little bit of salt, and we're gonna coat our chicken in this mixture. Just a really simple little browning, or a little coating that's gonna help it get nice and brown. Really easy. So we are gonna do this all in our enameled cast iron skillet with lid, which is one of my favorites and really amazing. Again, it's got really amazing heat retention, which means it maintains a really hot temperature for a long time and cooks everything super evenly. It's good for frying, braising, searing, because you need that high heat. And you want to make sure it's preheated. So I started preheating this kind of when we introduced Aaron. So it's been a couple minutes. I've got a couple tablespoons of oil just heating in there. Another tip, when you're cooking with enamel cast iron, it's not nonstick. It's not a nonstick pan. So you want to make sure you're cooking with some fat, like some butter or oil, or else everything will stick. All right, that's looking pretty great. I have my pan preheated over medium high. Should be okay. Should be okay. We're gonna give it a go and kind of nestle these chicken pieces on here. We're gonna just brown them on one side. Leave them alone for a couple minutes and then they'll bake the rest of the way through. Oh yeah, that's how you know. Oh yeah, we got a nice little sizzle there. I love the surface area of this pan. Get to fit a lot of food in there. Okay, then we're gonna just keep it there. We're not gonna touch it. We're not gonna look at it. We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna let it just sear and get nice and brown for 3 to 4 minutes. Come on over. We're gonna add some veggies to this chicken scampi dish, and I've got my rapid prep mandolin. Now I already sliced some veggies in there, but I wanted to show you how easy this thing kind of stays collapsed in your cabinet and how to kind of take it apart and use it. So this is how it kind of comes apart. Some of the great things I love, that it's got these kind of non-skid feet, and then the blade is covered when you're storing it. So this thing is all about safety. And then when you're ready to use, you just uncover the blade. And then on the back, it has got your different options of slicing, thick julienne, thin julienne, and it's got a perfect French fry cut setting. And then 1 to 8 is your thicknesses. 1 being the thinnest all the way to 8. So I talked about the importance of slicing your chicken thinly and evenly. When you're trying to step up your cooking game and make a romantic dinner, you want to make sure everything is sliced evenly, because when it's sliced evenly, it's going to cook at the same time. If you have a big chunk of bell pepper with a skinny chunk of bell pepper, good things are not going to happen. You're going to have a raw piece with an overcooked piece. So the other piece of safety that's amazing with this is your hand is not going to come close to the blade at all. And the blade is going to move over the food versus the food moving over the blade like in traditional mandolins. And that's where it could get a little unsafe. So I have this on the slice setting on number 3. Which is going to give thin pieces, but not like too thin and stringy. If I were to like pickle some onions, I would go really, really thin, like setting number 1. Just going to put your bell pepper planks in here. Got 3 bell peppers total. Sometimes you want to just make sure they're like not lying flat. You gotta like stuff them in there good. I'm going to stuff another one in there. There we go. And you can use any combination of peppers for this recipe. Red are my favorite, but it looks like we got a red, a green, and an orange, and then a half of a red onion. Sorry, this stuff is flipping over. There we go. Always say it's kind of fun when it flies out of out of there. Jumping onions. Okay, these are looking great. I think I probably have 1 more minute on my chicken, but in the meantime, I'm gonna grate a little bit of my Parmesan with my cup zester. Put in the chat if you guys have this. This has taken over in my kitchen as my preferred way to zest things, because you can zest in any direction, side to side, up and down, diagonal, circle, whatever you want to do. And it all collects in the container on the bottom. You can do ginger, chocolate, and it's got this little food holder that when your piece gets small, you can use it to grate. Look at that little food holder. And then if you don't use all of your Parmesan or your ginger, you could store it right in here. I'll show you. That's looking pretty good. Okay. So we peek at our chicken. We're ready for a little peek. Look at that. Already getting some amazing colors. Oh yeah. You know that when your food isn't like sticking to the pan, when it's sticking, when you're trying to sear or brown it, you know it's not ready yet. This is not sticking, looking so amazing. Okay, I'm gonna lower this just a little. Take my chicken out. I know it's only cooked on one side, it's okay. It's gonna cook the rest of the way in a little bit. And then I want you to come see all this brown goodness that's left at the bottom of the pan, which is only gonna happen in cast iron, enamel cast iron, or stainless. It doesn't really happen in nonstick, but these brown bits of caramelized protein, this is called fond. So delicious, concentrated in flavor. Once we add our liquid and the rest of our ingredients, it's gonna become part of the sauce. So fun. It's exciting. Okay, so we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of butter. Let me get that melted. So we're gonna be adding our wine. You might be saying, Sandy, you need to deglaze it with wine. I know, the wine is coming. The wine's really gonna help lift up those brown bits of flavor. Put in the chat, does this feel special? Would you guys make this for your loved one? I think this makes this feels like a special dish. Okay, let's add our veggies. And I love how you cut it into this container and then you've got a little bowl. You don't have to transfer it to something else. Really, you can use whatever veggies. When I was practicing this, I think last week, I really wanted to add peas. You can add peas if you really want to. I thought it would be a really nice addition. Look at how pretty that looks. Okay. You might speed this up just a tad bit. I think now I'm gonna add, let's add our garlic with our garlic press. So if you are not familiar with our garlic press, this is an amazing tool where you don't have to peel your garlic, and it also fits really big pieces of garlic too. And you get all the yumminess of the garlic out. It doesn't get stuck in there. You're really maximizing your garlic with this thing. And I hate peeling garlic because I'll stink like the garlic, like a lot. And look at all that. It comes with this little tool to help you get it all out. Let's get the other one in there. And then I love to use this little end you could even throw in more garlic than this. Okay. Give that a stir. This is starting to smell amazing. Okay, and then I'm going to add my white wine. I didn't forget. See how it starts to deglaze all those brown bits. This is only a half a cup, so you want to use a dry white wine. Chardonnay is okay. Oh, it smells so good. So we're going to leave this. I'm starting to scrape some of these bits up. We're going to leave this for about 3 to 4 minutes. And what we want to happen is we just want the wine to reduce. So we're going to cook it uncovered because that's how the wine's going to start to reduce, cook down, evaporate. If we were to put the lid on, it's going to trap that steam and moisture, and you're not going to get that reduction. Give it a couple more stirs. Gosh, it's looking so amazing already. Okay, to talk a little bit more about this enamel pan. I hope people are blowing up the chat with, do they have this pan? Are they showing
They
them
are
love?
absolutely blowing up. People absolutely love it. And something that I really find interesting is there's a decent amount of people that are saying how much they love having it on their counter.
Oh, yes.
You know, it can be really frustrating to have a way too overcrowded counter,
Yes.
but you're not so upset when you have something that pretty on there.
That is so true. Which, now that you said that, I feel the same way about this Dutch oven. I remember when I had it on my counter at first, and I was like so proud to have it, and it's so pretty. So this is our enameled cast iron 6-quart Dutch oven. All the amazing, same great properties of the heat retention, being able to cook on high heats, really even heating, getting that fond, and the amazing sauces. Same with this pan, but of course you could do a lot of stews and soups.
Yeah, we're seeing lots of casseroles
yes.
and mac and cheese recipes. My favorite, personally.
Oh, I have mac and cheese in here every holidays, and it gets so browned on the top. It's amazing. Okay, what else? I mentioned before, you want to make sure that you don't skip your oil or butter. Let's talk about the lid. Both of these lids have this amazing self-basting property. So take a look at those little dots. That's going to make sure that any moisture that's in your food will drip back down into your food instead of all over your counter. And that's where a lot of the flavor is going to be. So it's really nice when you take your lid off, all those drips drip right back into your recipe. And it's so, we talked about it being beautiful on your counter, but it's stovetop to oven, it's oven to table. You don't have to transfer it to something else. Enamel cast iron is dishwasher safe. How amazing is that? But it's really, really easy to clean. I've made some pretty baked on brown things, and I'm like, oh, this actually cleans up really nicely. Hey, if you come on in here, you could see a lot of those brown bits are gone. They're not, look at that, they're now part of the sauce. They're not kind of stuck on the pan anymore. Also, this is a 4-quart capacity. So I think it actually seems like it holds a lot more than it actually kind of looks too. Okay. I can tell that it's definitely reducing. We're gonna add a teaspoon of our bell pepper herb rub. You could switch this up with different rubs with more garlic. I really like the kind of herbiness. This has got some bell pepper, onion, dehydrated garlic, oregano, paprika, and I love the color that it brings. About a teaspoon. And then I have a half a cup of half and half and a half a cup of broth. Oh, and I gotta add my Parmesan cheese too, about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I feel like this is a more kid-friendly version of Scampi. You know, a lot of kids like shrimp, but chicken is really more universal. You could cook this over, or put this over rice. We're gonna do spaghetti. I just feel like spaghetti is so Valentine's Day-ish. At our Parmesan. Oh, so I didn't show you guys beforehand. You grate it and it comes out into this little cup, and then you can save it with the lid that it comes with. So I love that. I love having fresh parm just on hand. It's so much flavor. This is looking amazing. Give it one more little stir. Okay, then I'm gonna add my chicken, uncooked side down. Cover it with the lid, and this bakes at 425 for about 8 to 10 minutes. That's it. For everything just to meld together, let the chicken finish cooking. I don't know, there's something about these pans where I really feel like I'm cooking.
Oh yeah, it shows.
Let's put it in the chat. You guys really feel like you're cooking in these pans? Just love them. Look at how much food that holds. All right, so this can go off. This is gonna go on. And we're not gonna make you wait. We're not gonna make you wait. We got some that's been cooking. Ooh, look at that. Didn't get as much kind of the liquid on the top, but it kind of thickened up there in the oven. And then I have some spaghetti. Made some spaghetti and drained it in our stainless steel colander. These come in a set. This is the bigger one at 5 quarts. There's also a 2.5 quart. Look at the holes in these, the little drain holes. So this bigger size of drain hole really helps your liquid to drain faster. So it's really efficient, and then it's got these elevated foot rings that help you not to scratch your sink or your countertop. How cute are they? They nest for storage. So great. I have to say our pasta tongs I use way more than just with pasta. I just love how they grab on to foods. But they're also a must with pasta. So we actually cut our chicken into smaller pieces after it cooked. That's totally up to you. I made this for my husband last week, and he said, I have a suggestion for you. Why don't you cut the chicken up? I said, okay, so we cut the chicken up. We learn from each other, it's good. Oh, that's looking awesome. And again, that amazing heat retention. If you got kids coming into the table at different times, just throw a lid on this and it's gonna stay nice and hot for a long time. That is looking great. Let's plate some up real quick. Serve with some garlic bread. I got some parsley too. So what do you guys think? Put in the chat. You guys give this a try? You can say that it took a lot longer than it did. It's so fast. You don't have to tell anybody. Amazing. Let me get my parsley. Love to add a little color at the end. So there you go. How amazing. Erin, I'm loving talking about these enameled cast iron pieces. I think you have some good news to share about that.
I sure do, because that cast iron that you're looking at that Sandy's cooking with is on sale right now, alongside with a few other select products that are 35% off this month only. They're great products that are going to make entertaining and cooking really simple. So must-haves that you want to have in your kitchen, especially right now, because these products are going to be gone from our product line by the end of the month. So get them while you can. And if you're looking for some extra rewards, because who's not, hosts never pay full price here at Pampered Chef. And the beauty is that our hosts can stack their rewards with the rewards of this sale. So it's a win-win. And doesn't stop there. February hosts can also get a mystery gift when their parties start and end in February. Now, we're not going to be able to tell you what it is yet. That's the mystery of it. So you got to wait until it shows up at your door. But it's going to be one of our most beloved products. I can tell you that. So the gift's not always going to be the same. Different hosts are going to get different gifts. That's part of the fun. And it still doesn't stop there. Hosts can also enjoy 60% off entertaining favorites, including select stoneware, some of our Brilliance bakeware, and the Rock Crock slow cooker set with those qualifying parties. So What are you waiting for? Reach out to your consultant. It's not too late to book a party this month.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Erin. We are ready for our treat. What's Valentine's Day without a treat? But it's an easy treat that we're just gonna step up a notch. We're gonna be making our Pampered Chef brownie mix and just adding some strawberries and melted chocolate and making it so special. Kind of like a chocolate covered strawberry brownie. I always do chocolate covered strawberries on Valentine's Day. It's just
it's
a go-to.
theme, right?
Is
It's
it?
perfect.
Yeah, I just always do it. But this brownie mix, in addition to being so fudgy and delicious, this is gluten-free, vegan, soy-free, dairy-free, and made without nuts. Now, that's the mix. We're gonna be adding some butter and some eggs, but you could also add vegan equivalent to those too, which we have tried and tested, and it's great. Just gonna add that. Got a couple eggs. And a half cup of melted butter. Just mix that in our classic batter bowl. I just love the idea of these recipes because so many people go and buy pre-made treats and snacks, and it's just getting so pricey, right? So much faster to just make it yourself. These take about 22 to 25 minutes to bake. If you like a fudgy brownie, this is the way to go. Comes together so easily. Okay, this is gonna go into our Brilliance non-stick 8-inch pan. You could also do this in our brownie pan. Look at how, even the batter is so super fudgy. So what you would actually do is let this sit for about 10 minutes. And what that's gonna do is really help the brownies become even more fudgy. I know I've made it with skipping that step before. Nothing bad will happen, but it really helps get them even more fudgy. So you just transfer it to this 8-inch pan. Put in the chat if you guys have our Brilliance nonstick bakeware. We joke around here, it's almost funny how nonstick these pans are. Like food literally flies out of these pans. Nothing gets stuck to them.
Some people in the chat saying they have the whole set, so they are ready to go with these pans.
I'll tell you, I had so much fun with these pans over the holidays where I really like to assemble things ahead of time, then put the lid on, and then when I'm ready to bake, just pop it in the oven. Like I always make lasagna on Christmas Eve, and it was so nice because these come with these amazing, oh I have it, these amazing slim lids. You just prep, pop it in there, and then when you're ready to bake and cook it, you're ready to go.
Perfect for busy schedules.
Yeah, and really nice for leftovers too. I love these lids, they're great. Okay, so these go in the oven for about 22 to 25. Here they are. And they're great like this, but we're gonna make them even better. Just gonna cut up some strawberries and chocolate. I also have our Linzer cookie cutters here. If you can tell, we have this gorgeous Valentine spread here with our Linzer cookie cutters with the heart cutout. They're not just for the holidays. What a cute time to break these out and make adorable cookies. Okay, I already sliced up some strawberries. You could get your kids in the kitchen to help you slice these up really quickly with our cup slicer. Put in the chat if you guys have this. Really amazing. Again, the theme, even cutting. That's the theme tonight. You want everything to be even, Steven, because it's gonna cook better, look better, probably even taste better. And everything's nice and even. Okay. To finish it off, just go in here. Okay. So our brownies have cooled a little. We're just gonna go ahead, slice them. I also think it would be fun to use a Linzer cookie cutter heart and cut out a few hearts too. Look at that. How adorable. I mean, come on. And you can add as many strawberries or as little as you want. We have a lot. It's a fun way to sneak in some fruit on Valentine's Day. Put as much as you want. Okay, then I'm just gonna drizzle some chocolate. I have some semi-sweet and some white chocolate morsels that I melted in our silicone prep bowl set. This comes in a set of 1, 2, and 3 cups. It's got measure markings on the inside, which is really, really helpful. So you don't have to take another measurement out. And of course, they're microwave safe, great for leftovers. They come with lids. They're also freezer safe. So an amazing way to store soups, sauces. Really the only way to microwave chocolate, to be honest with you. And I love how like malleable they are. They're so easy to get into small little areas if you need. Look at that. Let's add some of this. What else would you guys add to your brownie? You can even add to your brownie mix. Add nuts. You can add more chocolate chips to your brownie mix. Candies. Oh, look at that. Look at how easy that is. Okay. So delicious. Who's getting ready for Valentine's Day? Oh, you also have to share the brownie mix, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Are we ready for
We're
our
ready.
giveaway? We're ready?
We're ready.
All right. It's time for our giveaway. So we are about to announce the name of our 3 lucky winners who will be receiving this delicious brownie mix on their front door. So take a look at the screen if we are ready to show our winners. And congratulations to our winners. We have Michelle Gordon, Kim Furiyama, and Anna Longobardi. Congratulations. Keep an eye out for an email coming from us after this event, and we'll reach out to get your shipping information, and this is all yours.
Awesome. Congratulations. Well, thanks everybody for watching. We are going to answer a couple questions if there was a lot of QAs.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So I'll start with this pretty easy one for you. What is your favorite sweet treat for Valentine's Day? What's hubby making you on Friday?
We're going to our kids' hockey game Friday night. I do like a chocolate-covered strawberry, and I love chocolate-covered pretzels. Like, you know, those like big ones that you dip in and decorate. And
I'm a dark chocolate girl.
Me too.
So I love dark chocolate
Me
covered
too.
pretzels. That's
I
always
like
my
the
go-to.
salty with the sweet. It's so
yes,
good.
I'm
Put
so
in the
with
chat,
you.
what's all of your guys' favorite Valentine's?
There's too many to name.
It's gotta be
It's hard.
chocolate. Yeah.
All right, well, earlier we got a lot of love for the close and cut. So I'm hoping that you can kind of talk us through that a little bit about how we would clean that.
It's dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher safe,
Just
we
pop
love
it in the
it. So it
dishwasher.
comes apart and everything.
You just put it right in there, just like this. Yep, in the dishwasher, just like this. Easy enough. It's amazing. I think it's so great for bagels and things that could be, you know, a little scary to cut, especially if you have little ones and you need to cut a lot of grapes in half and things like that. It's a great tool to get.
Absolutely, yeah.
perfectly done.
I saw a lot of bagels, fruit, and I think Chris Madden actually said she used to cut Twinkies. That's, that's a new one, but I love it.
What does she do with her?
We should
cut
try that
Twinkies?
one.
It's like
We'll ask
portion
her.
control for your Twinkies.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
All right. And then if you could talk to us a little bit about what the difference is between a normal cast iron black pan and the enamel, minus the color.
Yes, so the enamel has a coating on it that makes it dishwasher safe. What else? You guys got me there. Makes it kind of prettier to go from oven to table. It really has similar heat retention, regular cast iron and this type of cast iron. It's just there is a coating on here that makes it dishwasher safe. Because regular cast iron you do not want to put into the dishwasher, and you have to take the care for a regular cast iron is a little bit different. You want to keep it seasoned and oil it and take good care of it. This is sort of just cook it and it cleans really, really easy because of that coating.
Great. And then one last one, just how do you change from dice to slice on the mandolin? I feel like I might have put it away, but if you can just show those settings maybe a little bit closer.
Oh, so the dice, there is not a dice setting. I like to use the julienne setting, and then you put those julienne slices back in there. I think it's on sliced. Consultants, help me out. I put them back in there and then it creates a dice, but it's sort of a 2-step process. So you put them on the thick julienne, and then you put them back in again. Hey, I'll show it on the next Pampered Chef Live.
There we go.
That's a
Giving
good-
us some ideas.
That's a good one. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, that's all I have for you, Sandy. They're absolutely loving it. So I think we're going to see a lot of sweet treats this Friday.
Sounds good. Well, let's give Erin some love in the chat. Thank you so much, Erin.
Thank
You had some
you.
tall shoes to fill this evening, and we had a lot of fun with you. There's going to be a survey that pops up after this. Please be sure to take a minute to take that survey. We want to make these events super great for you. There's also live events every single Tuesday, so reach out to your consultant to find out how to be part of that. And lastly, if you had a great time at this event, you could have a great time as a Pampered Chef consultant and be a part of the Pampered Chef family. So we'd love to have you, and thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.